Hi, I'm Tim, and welcome to WatchYouWant.com. Thanks for logging on. Today, we've got a Cartier double feature for you. This is the Cartier Pasha 38mm rose gold and the Cartier Roadster XL GMT in stainless steel. Both Cartier sports watches from opposite ends of the spectrum and opposite ends of the 20th century. These references are the quintessential Cartier work hard, play hard watches. Two separate interpretations of a sports watch from different eras. Both of them are relatively late developments in the mainstream Cartier line, the Pasha having been offered infrequently since its 1933 debut. Right up until about 1985, the model was almost unheard of and generally just built by commission on request. The Roadster debuted in 2002 as a Cartier sports watch, sports/dress watch for the modern era, inspired by vintage Roadster gauges from the 1950s, the 60s, what you might have seen in a 300 SL Gullwing Mercedes or a Porsche 356 Speedster. And the Pasha, again designed in 1933 for the Pasha of Marrakesh, a noted outdoorsman and an enthusiast of Rolls-Royce. He was one of the original driving enthusiasts, so these watches, despite the disparity in origins, and again, stemming from opposite ends of the 20th century, the bottom line is, thematically, at the root, I think there was a lot of common inspiration between these two designs. Now, it's important to note that this Roadster right here is in fact a GMT, and I'm just going to note real quick that you can move the GMT hand independent of the local hour hand, and this is not just a dual time zone, it is a true GMT in the sense that the second reference time moves in 24-hour circuits of the dial. Now, the watch also features a jump date, automatic winding. It's an ETA 2892 base, so it's very rugged, highly serviceable, one of the best thin and fine modern automatic movements. This thing's proven beyond a doubt, and all of the traditional Cartier virtues are here. Now, the Roadster is a sleeker design, a bigger volume. It has that classic sort of Curvex Cintre case that many of the tank models have been historically associated with in the Cartier line. A slight tonneau shape to it. The bottom line is it conforms to the wrist very nicely. This is 48mm lug to lug, 43 across. It's the Roadster XL, the largest model. You can see it on my 6 1/3 inch wrist. It actually wears quite nice, and yeah, this could conform to a cuff. It could get under even French cuffs. A good dress watch in stainless steel with ample water resistance. It's a good sports watch too, and on a steel bracelet you never have to worry about getting it wet or sweaty. This is an all-around watch that could easily be your only timepiece, and with that added complication of the GMT, if you're a traveler or often in communication with friends, business associates, family in far-flung places, this is just the ultimate daily utility watch, and at the same time, it's a heck of a looker. Now, the Cartier virtues of a highly articulated case, a beautifully detailed dial, a beautifully detailed and highly cambered, highly comfortable multi-link bracelet, they're all here. Now, this watch is very comfortable on the wrist, water-resistant to 100 meters, that's about 330 feet. This is all you need. If you're looking for a watch that could be your one go-to, you need look no farther than this stainless steel Cartier Roadster XL GMT. But if you want something that's perhaps a little bit more formal, if you want to jump on the yellow brick road with this beautiful 5-link gold bracelet and the classic good looks of the Cartier Pasha, this is also a great sports watch option. Unidirectional rotating bezel, automatic with the famous cabochon sapphire capped canteen crown. This is the classical image of the Cartier Pasha as we know it. I say as we know it because although the model debuted in 1933, the legendary designer Gerald Genta was actually brought in 1985 to give it a once-over and a remake before it was essentially returned to the market. And what he did was he removed the somewhat infamous grid over the dial. There was a grid of bars that made it look somewhat, I don't want to say crude, but certainly dated. It was the one element of the Pasha that really didn't age well. Having removed that, streamlined the case, and upgraded the prominence and elegance of the cabochon, Genta's sort of hybrid Louis Cartier Gerald Genta masterpiece has endured largely unchanged in the Cartier line since, a tribute to the sound original genes and the outstanding genetic engineering done by the master himself during the 80s. So you're getting a classic Cartier Pasha here in 38mm. Now, I'll do a wrist shot just so you can see. 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters, that's my wrist. But the bottom line is this watch sits flat, it hugs tight to the wrist, it wears traditionally in size and style, and realistically, I think anyone could wear this watch. If you're a woman who's into men's watches and you want something a little bit bigger, I think this is even viable in that case. beautiful kite-type hands, heat blued on a gorgeous 4-aspect sort of off-white dial. Again, I say 4-aspect because you have the Arabic numerals at 12, 3, 6, and 9, and then a sectored dial with a train track minute track around the inner portion. That juxtaposition of the round watch with the rectangular train track, it's one of those little trompe d'oeil that Cartier is known for using. Just a little visual signature, a little nod and a wink, something that's just a bit offbeat to make the watch have that much more character, that much more definition, be that much more memorable. Not merely easy on the eye, but engaging to the eye. And you have all of that here with this classical Cartier Pasha. Screw-held hinged lugs, very secure. This watch is also rated to 10 ATM. That's 100 meters, 330 feet. So although it's an elegant piece and a little bit dressy by modern standards, it's every inch as suitable for work and play as this stainless steel Roadster. Now, the Roadster is available from watchyouwant.com, 100% complete with all original boxes and papers. And because the Roadsters all feature a modular lug system that can be removed with basically your fingernail, you just pull a tab and it pops right out. This one comes with a leather Roadster-compatible Cartier accessory strap, so you can change your strap, change your watch, as the Panaristi like to say on the Panerai forums. New strap, new watch, and it really does make over the look of this watch. A little bit more formal. At the same time, that look of white metal with the black leather strap is just killer. Very sporty. And the Pasha is available with the original factory boxed set. It also includes an accessory leather strap. Again, if you just want to change the look of the watch on a brown, almost honey-colored leather strap, this watch really transforms to the epitome of elegance. So if you don't want to go with the full bling, you do have alternatives, and you get them from watchyouwant.com with this 38mm Pasha Automatic. Now, both of these watches are available for viewing on our website in high-resolution imagery. I encourage you to log on to watchyouwant.com. I'm confident that with options like these, if you're into Cartier on our website, you just might find the watch you want.